Wigge continues his journey of discovery through Germany, and this time he's heading for a famous town just southwest of Berlin, Potsdam. It's one of Germany's most beautiful towns, boasting a variety of architectural styles. There's the Dutch Quarter and the Weavers' Quarter. Potsdam also has more than its fair share of very upmarket homes.
Potsdam is famous for its palaces. There is the Orangerie Palace, the New Palace, and of course the Sanssouci Palace. That's only 3 of a total of 16 palaces.
16 palaces for 153,000 inhabitants. That's 1 for every 9,500 Potsdammers. Not bad, but they don't all live together in the palaces, of course. The most famous Potsdam palace of them all is Sanssouci.
What does Sanssouci mean in English?
Without fear.
Pleasureful.
Pleasureful, okay.
Big house.
Well, I think it means sunny day.
Well, at least they tried, but it's actually French for no worries. The Prussian King Fredrick the Great designed Sanssouci in the 18th century. He also commissioned the extensive parks and gardens and, despite the unsuitable climate, insisted on the palace vines. The palace attracts almost 500,000 visitors a year, but many more come to enjoy the gardens. There's no exact figures available because admission is free. Wigge likes learning by doing, so this time he's signed up as an apprentice landscape architect.
Today we catalogue the healthy trees and the unhealthy trees. Wigge, let's go.
Okay.
Each tree assessment has 3 stages: an evaluation of the crown, a close examination of the base of the trunk, and finally, the trunk itself.
This young tree is ill, Wigge. This has the Hallimash mushroom, and he becomes the number 3.
Number 3.
This resistograph is used to test the mass of the trunk. It penetrates the tree and works like a seismograph. If the trunk is too soft, the resistograph doesn't give a strong reading. This indicates an unhealthy tree which may have to be felled.
But there is also a low-tech way to test the health of trees. A rubber hammer can detect a hollow and therefore an unhealthy tree.
This is a fun way for the apprentice to tell the weak, hollow trees from the strong, solid trees. The next job is to examine the royal vines for bugs, but they seem to be okay. Wigge's job is done.
What is the difference between this palace garden and an ordinary garden?
This palace garden is a garden with different elements. Baroque garden and landscape garden with ornamental farm elements, and this is different.
So, big difference.
But the vast extent of the gardens can also be a problem. It's easy to get lost, and some of the paths seem endless. Will Wigge ever find his way out of here?
Sanssouci Palace and the Palace Gardens gets full 5 stars for scale. The park extends over an incredible 70 acres, enough for 460 soccer pitches. The terraced vineyards get 4 stars for their curiosity factor. It's very rare to find wines this far north. And finally just 1 star for ease of getting around. Despite the royal symmetry and all that, it's very easy to get lost among the 19,000 trees.
Time now for Wigge to leave his worries behind and head for the next destination on his continuing journey through Germany, Land of Loveliness.